Aya. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it's just the two of us, and I'm sure you did not come here to know where that guy is. You came here to find out if really Ferrari are back. I'm not big with intros, lakini I'm Mushiri.
I'm done.
Yeah. So I'm sure you guys have seen on the social media, people are very happy, especially the Tifosi guys, wondering whether they are back. Some are even questioning, is it really the year that they are back? So we are here to try to not really kill your hopes, but tell you as we saw it.
Now we are here to kill it.
Yeah. But you have to remember, last year was more or less the same thing, yeah?
I've seen this script before.
Yeah.
Fastest
in testing last year. Fastest in testing this year. Both testing.
Yeah. Yep.
And also some very new things introduced. The Tifosi guys are calling it quite an innovation. Like the upside down wing and that career wing at the back of the exhaust. So let's kick it off.
Yeah. So are they back?
Are they really back? Or is same scripts?
Same script.
Same casts?
Yeah.
We are back.
Yeah. So we're back. But we're talking about, is Ferrari back?
Yeah.
So after the second week of testing at Bahrain, one Sir Charles Leclerc, allow me to call him with his English name, Charles. Yeah. Not the French one. He set the fastest time. Just like you mentioned, people have been saying Ferrari is back. This is finally their year.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about is Ferrari back, we have to share some context. So this is the third week of testing that has happened. The first one was at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay. And we had also one Ferrari driver, Hamilton, set a really fast
in Barcelona.
Yes. They say, excuse me, the Barcelona, it was more of a shakedown test.
Yeah, okay.
And not really trying to get performance from the cars. Then come Bahrain, we see Mr. Charles.
You know,
setting the times.
We say times don't matter during testing, but if it's Ferrari number one, the time matters.
Time matters. Yeah. So as of the last day, Charles was he said, I think it was a 1 minute and 31 seconds and I think 9/10 something. And the next person, or the next guy, I think it was George, and he was 0.8 of a second behind.
Yeah.
Quite granted, Mercedes didn't do any quick runs as Ferrari were doing. But we can clearly say that Ferrari looked quick under Charles.
Yeah. Even like watching the onboard, you could see there was not much struggle with the car. But I don't want to read much into it because
come on, man.
Like you can't read much into it because you don't know what mode they were running and everything.
True.
But one thing I know people will be curious to know, like the upside down wing, is it really an advantage? It is just any. Do you think there's an advantage to it? Do you think there's more pace, especially top speed from there?
Oh, from
flipping the wing.
Now, I'm going to come out clear and say this. I am not an Adrian Newey.
Yeah.
I'm also not the sharpest tool in the box.
When it comes to aerodynamics.
Yes, aerodynamics and basic engineering.
Okay.
But I know that rear wing has more disadvantages than advantages.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't need to see air. But one thing that I know, these cars require downforce. Okay. Not just when they're negotiating a corner, but they need downforce to increase the rear grip.
Okay.
Now, when you're going down the streets and you introduce lift, you are reducing the amount of grip that the rear tires has with the asphalt, with the track itself.
And the rear tires are the driving tires.
And yes, and the rear tires are the tires that are pushing the car in front.
Yeah.
Now, when their wing, the guys who are calling it a Macarena wing, a rotisserie wing, it has a lot of names. I'm calling it a Science Congress wing.
You know, Tifosi guys.
I'm calling it a Science Congress wing. Yeah. Now, when it's changing orientation from, so there's downforce mode, which is the normal mode.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it goes to lift mode.
Yes.
Which is now
the upside down one.
Yes, upside down one. Now, that introduces some lift.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it's going back to the downforce mode, it's rotating again, and there's a split second where it's almost 90 degrees.
So they're saying it is like an air brake.
But there's no benefit to that, to be honest. Now,
okay, I'll wear two caps here. So wearing the Tifosi cap, they're saying since it's turning down so ideally it should turn back when you lift off or when you press the brakes.
Yes.
So the air brake part is when you're needing it to stop. So yes, they're saying it's a benefit. Although now when that's what they're saying. I'm just quoting them.
Okay. So do they stop faster? Do they? Because
it's like a brake. It's now the brakes are the brake pads and the MGUK.
Yes.
And now that one.
And now that wing.
Yeah.
So does it mean now they can brake later?
I don't know. But the Tifosi guys are saying now. Here I'm speaking on their behalf. It helps them in braking, meaning they will brake later. Maybe it will help in the overtake and everything.
Now, if they're braking later, are they recovering less energy? Science Congress experiment. Proceed, sir.
Now, switching the cap, you have to remember when it was deployed, it did the turn.
Yeah.
When you did not need it to air brake.
Yeah.
So it's like negates whatever happens at the end.
Yeah.
It's because when you are pressing the straight mode button, there's that braking at first. Yeah. So I don't see the advantage. But I'm also wondering, okay, I also agree with you. When you provide the lift, there's a possibility of introducing instability, especially when there are long straights. And we don't know much, as you said, we don't know much about Nini. But I'll quote, I think it was Pedro de la Rosa, who said that whenever you see something like that, it could be one of two things. It could be that, that's a Nini, we did not think of that, let's go and try it. And if you see another team with they introduce the same thing, it means Ferrari are onto something. Or it could be, we tried that and that is a stupid thing. There's no benefit into it. Now, so whether it is going to, whether it's an advantage for Ferrari guys, it all depends if somebody else copies it. If somebody else copies it, we'll know there's something. If no one copies it, we know there's no benefit to it.
Do you think maybe Ferrari did the second thing?
Which is?
They tested it and there was no benefit. Because they only did it once.
Some are saying that, the engineer saw it and said, that was not supposed to happen. Oh my God.
A bug became a feature.
It's a bug. That was not supposed to happen. There's a reason why we did not see it. We only saw it like once.
Yeah, it only happened once.
Yeah.
So, from my point of view, again, I am no Adrian Newey. But I'm seeing more disadvantages than advantages to having that rear wing.
Because of the lift.
Because of the lift and also the 90 degree, there's a momentarily, that flap will be almost 90 perpendicular to the car itself.
Yeah.
Just like you mentioned, yes, the effect is you will have greater braking force because you have more resistance. But we're talking about cars that regenerate most of their energy during the braking phase.
And you really need it.
Yes. And also if you are braking hard, if you have the rear wing helping you brake harder, it means there are some situations where you are actually going to carry less speed through the corner. Again, that is why they only tried it once. Science Congress experiment completed.
But there's another winglet behind the exhaust.
Yeah.
And they are saying that...
what are your thoughts, man?
So, first of all, coming back to the Ferrari Cup, it is difficult for other teams to copy because the design of where they place the rear axle and the exhaust, or basically the engine and the gearbox, they pushed it back. So the space between the exhaust and that car winglet, it can only be done by Ferrari. So
at the moment.
So the idea behind it is when the hot exhaust gases are coming and being deflected, they are merging with the cold air which came through the bottom of the car, and because of that merger, there's a hot air and the cold air from the bottom of the car. Because of the hot air upper, it will tend to pull the cold air more, meaning introducing some sort of a sanction behind, so meaning more downforce. Yes, it's a small winglet. So in terms of how much downforce they're going to generate, we don't know. But if I was to rate between the wing, the flipping wing and that small winglet, I think the small winglet might have an advantage compared to the flipping wing. I don't know if you have heard about that car winglet.
Yeah, I saw it. And just like the rotating wing.
Yeah.
First of all, very interesting. They are the only, just like you mentioned, they're the only guys who are able to do this at the moment.
Okay.
And I think seeing them stick with that a mini beam wing or that mini winglet for the entire of that testing period, there's definitely some benefit that's coming from that.
I think it was present only in Bahrain. I don't think it was in Barcelona.
No, it wasn't in Barcelona.
Okay,
the entire Bahrain.
Yeah.
So there's definitely some benefit that's coming from it. And just like you mentioned, if it's helping the car generate more downforce at the rear end, then I think they'll be solving one of the. I think they had this consistent problem. Yeah. I think the last 2 years, Charles was complaining that the rear end of the car wasn't stable at all.
Okay.
And we also saw last year the same thing. Charles and Hamilton also complaining about rear instability. So maybe they introduced this element to finally give that rear end more stability and make their drivers happy. And I think we can both say at the end of the Bahrain testing, we actually saw Charles and Hamilton a lot happier.
Yeah.
Not just compared to last year, but also from Barcelona. Yeah. So
could be something, eh?
Yeah, that could be something. But also, I'm not going to wear any Ferrari hat.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about the last day.
Okay.
Do you think Charles was busy doing glory runs?
I think we mentioned it in the last pod. The typical Ferrari, what they like to do to their fans. They want to give their fans hope only maybe to crush them. But they always say, they're always asking, is this their year? I know one day it will be their year. And we don't know which way.
A broken clock is correct how many times in a day?
Twice. Maybe that year, what I know is that year will come. Is that we don't know which it is. The only thing we can do at the beginning of the season is speculate. Now, I want to go back to another thing that is making the Tifosi guys happy is the start. The start. So from the Bahrain, we saw Hamilton. I think he started around the P5, and he was number one at the first corner.
Twice.
But you say there's nothing to read into it.
Yeah. I think it's still early days. Now, I think the issue with the race starts. My boy Christian Horner and also Fred apparently shared this concern with the other team principals that hey. In this new set of regulations, since you're getting rid of the MGUH, which was this component that was helping the turbo spool or spin faster, since you're getting rid of this component, the turbos are going to spool at a less speed, and the starts might be compromised.
Yeah, slower start, definitely.
Yes. So apparently the other team principals told Fred, that's not an issue, man. This as of 18 or 19 months ago. Not my issue, man. So Fred, we are okay.
Yeah. Fred said they raised the issue a long time ago.
Yeah.
And no one listened to them.
No one.
Now they're realizing it's a problem. Now they're complaining.
Safety.
Shut up. And they're saying just shut up. But I would like to clarify some of the things because people are saying that, those turbos need 10 seconds to start. And yet, normal road going cars like Porsches, turboed cars, Porsches, whatever, they don't need that much. So, what I'm hearing is that when you have done your outlap and you are there trying to warm your tires, before you come to the grid, you just warm up the tires.
Burnouts.
So as a way of trying to charge the battery, that's where those like 10 seconds of revving the car comes from. You're trying to fill up the battery to the brim before you start. It's a theory I've had.
Okay.
Yes, there's a part to do with spooling the turbo because we know for the first up to 50 kilometers an hour, you cannot use the battery.
Yeah.
So from 0 to 50, you have to just use the internal combustion engine, and then you can use the battery after that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make to rev for like 10 seconds. So another guy, someone on the internet said maybe they are charging the batteries. And I tend to believe him. Why not?
I don't think so. Again, I'm not the sharpest tool in the box.
Okay.
So a turbo can be spun around by either the MGUH or normally using the exhaust gases.
Yes.
Okay. Now, because they got rid of the MGUH, now the internal exhaust gases from the internal combustion engine have to spin the turbo or bring the turbo up to speed.
Yes.
So I think when the car is stationary and they are revving to around 11,000 or something RPMs, they are trying to use the exhaust gases to spool the turbo to bring it up to speed. I don't think at that point the car has the ability to charge when it's stationary. Because remember, it's either you brake to recharge or when the car is moving, you spin the MGUH against the internal combustion engine.
The tires have to be spinning in order for you to charge the battery. You cannot charge. I agree with you.
Again, I'm not the sharpest tool, but
without a doubt. Since there's no MGUH, it's MGUK.
Yeah.
So I still then it means we still don't know why they need those 10 seconds. Because every practice we were seeing, they were revving for quite a while, longer than a normal road going car with turbo needs to rev. And they say they need it. Even the start protocol will give time for the people behind time to nini. So, but you're saying Ferrari doesn't have an advantage?
Well, what we know at the moment is apparently Ferrari built around this issue. So
you're saying they have a smaller turbo.
Yeah, they have a smaller turbo. And again,
also their gearing is a bit less.
There's also gear ratio.
Yeah, so apparently, so you can see like turn one Bahrain, most people are going back to second gear. I mean, normally they were going like 2025, they were doing second gear. Even this year, Ferrari is doing second gear, but others are going down to first gear. Apparently, Ferrari can't do that because their first gear is smaller.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it could be a combination of a smaller turbo and a nini. But I don't know how it will affect the top end. Maybe that's why they need that wing.
Yeah. As in there's a lot going on. But I think that's having that smaller turbo. Again, it's a double-edged sword. Now, we know the guys who are into tuning cars. The bigger the turbo, the more power.
Yeah. Top speed.
Yes. Now, are Ferrari going to pay a penalty when it comes to those power-hungry tracks? Like we're talking about Spa, we're talking about Monza.
Now, I don't know, but what I know is that they allowed 4 turbos in the year. And you can do mix and match. You can have...
When you say mix and match, what do you mean? Can you have different sizes?
So you are allowed 4 turbos throughout the year. You can have turbo for those, you can build a turbo for those Spa, Monza, and you can have turbo for Monaco and Hungary. I don't. I'm just thinking.
Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty sure turbos are one of the homologated
You can't
components.
change them. The design.
Yes. Plus, also, if you change the design of your turbo or increase or decrease the size of your turbo, you also have to make some adjustments on the internal combustion side.
Maybe the electronics.
Maybe
The mapping.
airflow, fuel flow.
Electronics. Yeah, it's controlled by the electronics.
Yeah. So again, I don't know. But this is just Bahrain. I'm of the opinion Ferrari was doing some glory runs.
Yeah.
And
Me
even
too.
those stats, yes, they might seem like they have an advantage. But from the last 2 practice stats that were done, we could see the McLarens had a better launch off the start. I also saw, I think the last one, George also had a really good launch.
Yeah, for the George is 0 to 200 kilometers. He had the better start.
Yeah, and then there's someone on X who shared some analysis on all the starts that happened at Bahrain.
Yeah,
and apparently Max did one start where he was the quickest. I don't know. It was
like
4.3
was it on the
seconds
grid?
towards.
On
the grid.
On the pit lane. Oh, on the grid.
Yes.
Ah,
Apparently Max had and he only did one practice start. Now I am hopium. Yeah. Anyway, so there are some tracks where Ferrari, of course, are going to have an advantage from the starts, and there are tracks where, for example, like Spa, it's a quick run to the first turn.
yeah.
But
they'll be sitting ducks after that.
And if they're not overtaking opportunities, as in on the sides, then it doesn't matter if you have a smaller turbo or if you have a better launch. So, yeah, I think
Mexico, even if they're on pole, they're not getting to turn 1.
But Mexico is a weird place. So
Because of
high altitude.
yeah.
Yes. So the air is thinner.
Yeah.
So how does that play with bigger and smaller turbos?
We don't know. We're just yet to find out.
Interesting.
We're going to find out. So another thing that I saw, but I don't think this one works for the Tifosi guy. The other place I usually like to look is the fantasy. See how these drivers are being priced to know, especially compared to last year. It's like them trying to predict who is going to be fast. So because whoever is fastest is the one who is going to be most expensive. And so when I look at Charles and Hamilton, because you're looking at Ferrari. So last year, sorry to say to you, Tifosi guys, the price reduced. Last year, they were priced more higher than this one. So Charles was 25 million, 25.9. Now they are 22.8. And Hamilton was 24 million, and now is 22.5. Just 0.3 lower than Hamilton is 0.3 lower than Charles.
Is that like an indication?
I don't know. Maybe they made a big mistake last year. That last year when Hamilton came, there was like a religious thing happening.
Yeah.
But then this year maybe they said, we're not falling for that Tifosi because of those glory runs.
Interesting.
So conclusion, I think more or less the same. I don't think Ferrari have that bigger margin compared to the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a really good segue into the next thing which I'd like us to talk about. So, from Barcelona, Mercedes were the top of the class.
Yeah, their runs were good.
Yeah. And
no issues.
Zero issues. And after Bahrain, we have a split opinion on this. You, on your side, you're saying Mercedes are still the guys to beat.
Yeah, I still believe Mercedes are the guys to beat.
And on my side, I'm like, after Bahrain, I'm not so convinced.
Okay, so first of all, if we start with the compression ratio, let's say it went their way.
Really?
At least for the first, until when? Hungary?
Till 1st August. But I've seen some reports which are saying there are some proposals to bring that date from 1st of August to 1st of June, when those tests are supposed to be done.
So if I was to recall, when I said when such a thing happens, it will be like like the flexing. You can continue. You can continue using anybody. Even if anybody else wishes to join them, they can join them. But come this date, so things did go their way as per now. Okay.
How do you feel about it?
Okay, I'm feeling a bit of jealousy because
What?
Yeah, like Mercedes are not the best when it comes to when they try to cheat. Things have never gone their way, but it seems they have learned how to cheat, whereby they could force the FIA to be on their side.
Yeah, I don't know how they were able to pull it off. Because I still stand on my opinion. This is not innovation. This is cheating. This is not a loophole. This is cheating.
It is cheating, but cheating you see, it is cheating, but the only issue is that it's like being on a court of law. You'll only be guilty if you can prove beyond reasonable doubt that you are guilty. But if there's any reasonable doubt that you might not be guilty, it is an automatically not guilty. That is where the whole thing is. Okay. It's like I don't want to introduce the O.J. Simpson thing. Where everybody knew.
Yeah.
But it is more or less the same. If you cannot prove me that I've cheated, then I'm innocent, even though there are indications to show that they cheated.
Now, from my point of view, the rule says may not exceed.
Yeah, I know what the rule said.
Yeah, may not exceed 16.0.
So what you're saying is the spirit of the sport.
Not even just the spirit. Again, I will repeat this.
Yeah.
Mercedes intentionally built an illegal engine.
Yes, I agree with that.
Intentionally.
Yes.
This was not an oops like the Ferrari Kawing.
They knew what they were doing.
The best.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing.
Yes.
Now, why are they being told that, okay, we are giving you until August, as of now, giving you until August. Then we start doing tests. Doesn't make sense. Someone who's done something illegal, and the other power unit manufacturers are also calling it illegal. Why is FIA giving them this leeway till first of? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I agree with you, and the jealousy part that I'm feeling is that they were able to pull it off, like get away with it. It's because they have figured out a way of getting away with it. It's like figured out a way of getting away with murder.
And how does that sit right with FIA? Because we are just repeating another McLaren flexing kind of thing. As in, someone knows exactly you're not supposed to do this.
Sasa hapo ndio FIA they will come. What do you want me to do? Mnataka nifanye aje?
Ballast.
Mnataka nifanye aje?
Ballast. Hey, give me a ECU.
So the only hope too is where
reduce those RPMs, bana.
Is if there's any significant advantage in terms of the power output, that if it is noticed, I think FIA will watasema, okay, now we have to introduce some, like what you're saying, ballast. Or it could be that, or as maybe we'll discuss later, is allow other teams to develop to catch up. I don't know which way they will go. Now,
Max said, Max was on a podcast a few days ago, and he was asked, who do you see as your challengers in 2026? The guy just said, anyone with a Mercedes power unit. And remember, he said before, George is saying they're not quick, but we'll see at Melbourne when they're 30 seconds.
I do believe because I've seen this Mercedes behavior before.
Yeah, and Toto is like, by the funny thing, if you are looking at the reports that are coming out, the news, the statements that were being made during the Bahrain testing, it was about downplaying this advantage.
Yeah.
So Toto was like, it's around 10 to 20. That's nothing.
And shifting focus to, did you see Max deployment? You think
Williams is like, hey, that Red Bull is quick. Williams, you got the script, science. They got the script
was given a sign
from Toto.
And if you remember the way the events happened, Toto said that that was the first day, I think, of Bahrain testing.
Yeah.
Then the following day, Mercedes did like no running.
Yeah.
In the garage. And then on that day, they were doing some good race pace, way better than what Max did in the first day.
Yeah.
So, that's clearly tells me that, and that is why I was not feeling any psyched up that Max was able to deploy consistently. It's because I know it's something that can be easily be copied.
Yeah.
And I think that is what Mercedes was doing on the second day when they were not running.
Yeah.
Changing those maps and everything, and clearly they do have the advantage. And I was saying, I've seen this behavior before from Mercedes, where during testing they are not even showing their hand, but Q3, mark my words. Achana,
Q3.
leave alone testing.
Q3.
leave alone practice. Or Q1, Q2. Q3. You will see.
I don't know. I think there's a lot going on at the moment with not just Mercedes but also their customer teams, where yes, apparently, just like you said, Q3 we might see them driving off into the horizon or into the distance. But we've seen not just Mercedes but also its customer teams being plagued with the reliability issues at Bahrain.
Yeah.
And I now with what you just said, I don't know if this was part of the script. Give me after turn 10, just turn the car and stop, okay?
It could be.
Because, again, it doesn't make sense. From Barcelona, they have a really good showing. Okay? They do the most amount of laps. Barcelona. Then come Bahrain. The uplink doesn't... Not just Mercedes, also McLaren have an issue. I think it's only Alpine, according to my recollection, who didn't have like a power unit issue.
Yeah.
But McLaren had an issue. Mercedes also had an issue, especially with Antonelli.
But they were not really big issue, per se.
Yeah, they were not. But if you compare with other teams, Mercedes, the works team itself, I hear they changed the power unit the most compared to leave Aston. Aston are just in another planet. Yeah, they changed the power units after I think the first issue or something. And
they changed the PU.
Yes, and if you look at Ferrari, apparently the Barcelona and I think the shakedown power unit is what they used, and I think also into Bahrain the first week or something. So Mercedes could be having some reliability issues with their PU. And I remember even George and Antonelli, during the driver conference, they also mentioned that coming from Barcelona, getting into Bahrain, especially Antonelli, he couldn't get the running that he wanted because of issues. But these are issues that they need to work on before we go to Melbourne. How severe those issues are, I hope they are severe. I hope that Q3, we have barely a car making it into Q3. Of course.
Okay. Now, you were telling me in terms of how you see the pecking order of the cars, you saw there are 3 groups.
Oh, yeah.
There's the top 4.
Yeah. So
there's the middle.
Yes. And then there's Aston,
they're on their own.
Yes. My God, whatever is happening at Aston, that's criminal. Okay.
So the top 4, how would you put them? Like, because me already I have Mercedes at number 1. I don't know who you are putting there.
In terms of, I have a pecking order when it comes to reliability. When it comes to pace.
So top 4 in terms of, let's say, in terms of who will gather, in terms of, let's say, constructors' points.
Constructors?
Yeah.
I think the McLarens.
McLarens, you think?
I think they're in the best position.
In terms of gathering
yes, because we've seen, last year we've seen, and even part of 2024, we've seen Oscar and Norris. Both, if they're not sharing a podium, one is inside the podium and another one is close by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 2?
I think the next proper driver pairing, now this is a tough one between Mercedes and Ferrari.
Mercedes and Ferrari.
Yes.
There's a tie.
Yes.
It's a tie.
Now, drivers in terms of experience and what
constructors' points.
Yes, constructors. If Ferrari have a proper car, then constructors. Ferrari take that number 2 spot. Here you're talking about the possibility.
it's
all the
how
top
it's
four-
how you see it.
How I
It's-
see
It's if you are, let's say if you are a gambling man and you wanted to put some money into it.
Hey, I'd rather not gamble, man. Rather put
Let's
that
we are
money
assuming you are
somewhere
like
else.
ile unaambiwa now if you are wrong you are going to lose something like
Okay. For the Constructors Championship, that's a bit
No,
tricky.
let's not say championship, let's say the first like 6 races.
First 6 races.
That's where like if you have an advantage you can maintain it before others catch up.
I can't call it.
You can't call it.
I'm sorry.
Okay, how about drivers in terms of wins or podiums appearances?
I know Max will always be in the picture.
He'll always be on the podium.
He'll always be on the podium, yeah. But I'm also not ignorant of the fact that this new set of regulations requires or demands a different set and mindset when it comes to racing itself.
Okay.
So the drivers have a huge task when it comes to adapting, not just to the car, but also the racing dynamics track. There's also the strategy side, because now they're not just looking at pit stops, but they're also now looking at energy management, not just for their drivers, but also other drivers. Yeah. So I see even if I say Max, I'm seeing all the drivers within the top 4, all of them, they're probably going to be having like the same struggles. Hamilton might maybe struggle a bit more because now there are a lot more things to toggle with and play with.
He has his DNA there. How do you mean struggle? His DNA is right in there. Can't struggle.
You know, developing it in the same.
Intuitive. It should come intuition.
So there's no excuse. And by the way, fun fact, Hamilton and Charles, they have different steering wheels.
No.
Yeah, so Hamilton has his specifically designed. And it has some bits that are borrowed from the Mercedes steering wheel. Anyway.
There's something you're saying about adaptability. Like who can adapt fastest to these new regs or new ways of driving. And personally, I know Max is very good at adapting. And you are saying Hamilton might...
Yeah, I think he might suffer. Sorry, not suffer. I don't the Tifosi guys.
Like last year he suffered like
he suffered, yes.
Yeah.
But you see, last year it wasn't just the car itself. Also, the steering wheel wasn't really friendly.
Okay.
Because think about it, he's come from Mercedes from 2014 all the way to 2024, and then he's going into a Ferrari. And you know, to be honest, I think Ferrari has the most complicated steering wheel as of last year.
Okay.
At the bottom, the other teams have 3 toggles. Ferrari has 5 rotary switches. Yeah? So he struggled a little bit with that, and also including his former race engineer. So he might struggle less this year, but just like I mentioned, the racing dynamics might take a toll on the drivers who've failed to adapt. Not just to the ground effect era, but also what the cars of the last era demanded. As far as just adapting to those heavier cars, they turn in a bit slower and they are snappy. So these are different cars, yes. They have different driving characteristics. Hamilton, with his experience, he might get over that. But the racing dynamics itself, we're now looking again, energy management, straight mode, corner mode, plus other things that might actually, if he's not on top of it, he might actually come worse.
It's like teaching your parents to use a smartphone. Manini.
Facts.
You know, he said that he can't even explain it to the people in terms of how to drive it.
Yeah.
And he thinks that he said they were through a lot of meetings just to be explained how the car works. So, yeah, you might have a point. But I think in terms of pecking order for me, for me it's Mercedes. So I'm seeing George, Kimi.
Have they paid you? Are you on that payroll?
I've been through the I've been through the Mercedes era. I saw it. I know how it looked like, and I can see some signs of it. I lived through that period.
Trauma. You're traumatized.
Yes, I know how it looks like. So I'm seeing George, Kimi will be there, then Ferrari, and by Ferrari I mean Charles. And then we come to Max. In terms of the second drivers, it will be between Hamilton and Kimi.
Hold up, where's Lando?
You know me, I have something against them. I'm biased. I'm not going to lie.
Are you seeing Oscar beating Lando?
Oscar is beating Lando if they're not fighting for a championship. If they're not fighting for a champion, Oscar is going to beat Lando. But me, I know. Like in terms of the Mercedes engine, might give them an advantage. But here, I'm really relying on Max and the Red Bull. But I'm biased, I know. And because this year, like last year, I let them, McLaren, big name, haven't won championship, we don't know how long. And they're coming, they should not get comfortable. I'm not happy with them staying there. So the pecking order, you said there's the big four, but we can jump to...
Yeah, there's a middle split. Let's say the best of the rest.
The best of the rest.
Then there's Aston.
Yeah. The best of the rest, where the rest is Aston.
Yes, and then the best of the rest is from P5 to P10.
To P10.
And then there's Aston. Okay, so 3 splits.
Yeah.
Top 4, best of the rest, Aston.
So we can come to Aston. What are the issues you're
Aston.
hearing? Yeah.
Oh my God, it's a lot. Where do I begin? So
I hear they could not rev their car beyond 10,000 revs.
Yeah. So remember we started with Aston in the last episode. We were talking about Barcelona. What happened in Barcelona?
They were my dark horse. Like and it's cancelled.
And I told you, Honda. Honda are going to do them a good one.
Continue.
Yeah. So Aston are one unreliable, and they are underpowered. Those are two things that I think it's those are the two things that I wouldn't wish on any other team apart from McLaren.
Apart from McLaren.
Yeah. And maybe no. I like George, so no, not Mercedes. Yep. Yeah. So when we talk about unreliability, here we're talking about the power unit and also the gearbox. So through the Bahrain testing and also at Barcelona, we got a glimpse into maybe what could be happening. So just like you mentioned, apparently the Honda power unit has been they've been running it in a very conservative mode.
Yeah.
Not because they're hiding some pace, but because the PU is not reliable at all. So like you mentioned, their revs are way lower. Okay, they don't want to stress the engine that much. We're talking about the last week of testing where other teams are chasing performance, but Aston is not even doing mileage. Then they're doing reliability runs or something.
They literally could not continue doing it without destroying parts.
Yes.
They couldn't.
Yeah. So there's a Honda power unit, like I mentioned, low on revs, and also apparently their energy store, their batteries were overheating.
Yeah, that's another thing, especially when you need to charge
and discharge.
Discharge within the batteries are going to overheat. I'm wondering, like they're not. Are they cooling by air? Not cooling by liquid?
Well, if you had a look at how the car was set up throughout the Bahrain, you could see they opened all the louvers or all the cooling inlets and outlets. So if they're still having overheating issues, then could this be a fundamental problem with the design of the car?
So me, the way I see Aston Martin is like they were not ready. If you had asked them, they would say, can we start the season in May? They've just been caught off guard. Maybe like with the new the parts that will move around, maybe by the time they are working together and everything. And they were told, hey guys, we need to have something.
Barcelona Thursday.
Barcelona, it has to be there. And we have to be there testing. So they did what they could and they brought it. I'm very sure they are aware of the problem. I'm sure they know about the problem more than we do.
Yeah, they do, of course. Yeah.
It's just that when you have testing time, you have to test the car because you are going to learn.
Yeah.
And they just said that they're going to continue working, and even come Melbourne, don't expect them to be the fastest. They expect to be the last.
Well, they might be the fastest in Melbourne. I don't know
Said
if
they'll be the fastest in Abu Dhabi.
Wait. Allow me to land.
It's in Abu Dhabi.
Allow me to land.
Okay.
So there was a time in Bahrain after turn 10. So there's that short straight to turn 11. So you see Lance Stroll. I think it was the morning session. No, afternoon session. You see Lance Stroll driving straight mode on. Then when he's going into turn 12, sorry, turn 11, that long left-hander.
It's a high-speed corner.
Yes. He lost the car. So apparently in the telemetry, it was an issue with the PU and the gearbox. And specifically the gearbox. So the telemetry shows that when Lance was downshifting, the transmission went to gear 60.
Oh, I saw it. The electronics are confused.
And I was like, what the hell is going on? Well, the first thing that came to mind is maybe Lance was downshifting and then it went into a false neutral. And then maybe because he was downshifting again, it went into reverse. I have done that a couple of times on Assetto Corsa, where I'm just playing around in neutral out of frustration. Let me press reverse. I see how the car behaves. So you lose the car. And looking at how the car behaved and what I've done previously, I could tell that has something to do with the gearbox.
So is it the car or the driver?
It's the car.
It's the car.
Yes. So it's not just Honda. Now we also have the gearbox, which is an issue. And remember we said this is the first time Aston Martin are making their own gearbox.
Yeah.
So in that list of things.
Did you see Adrian Newey like he's praying?
No.
It seemed like he's praying. Okay.
What?
He was on his knees with the laptop and the mechanic was giving him this look like hey, we thought you are the savior. Let's say Aston Martin, they're in hell right now at the moment.
They are. Alonso and Stroll have said that they are, from what they've seen so far after the Bahrain test, they are 4 seconds off the pace.
Ooh.
And 4 seconds is that's night and day.
So the only hope they have is the, what did you call it? Audi?
A duo.
A duo.
Jesus Christ. Additional development and upgrade opportunities.
Yeah. So basically,
I think that's it.
Basically, after every 6 races, they'll be looking at the power output. If there's a big difference, let's say 2 to 4%, you will be allowed to break a bit of cost cap and also come with the new parts that will be allowed. In case they find you that you're too slow, they will make it easy for you to upgrade without the restrictions.
Are Aston there yet? Because I think for them, it's more of reliability, which I think.
So they're saying they are looking at they'll be looking at the power output. It's not how much where you are finishing, it's how much power you are outputting. If they see that definitely that the output power is less.
Yeah, I agree. That exists. That criteria has to be met for someone to have that opportunity to do upgrades past homologation. But for Aston Martin, it's reliability. So
now,
as we know, it's and from that reliability, it forces them to run the car or the power unit in lower modes, and they are not able to extract the maximum power that they can from the PU. That is different from Alpine's / Renault's last engine, where they were running it at 100, but they were making 30. I think it was 30 horsepower less.
Now, here I think the lines are blurry between you introducing a component for either for performance or reliability. Because depending on how you look at it, it could be more or less the same thing. You can say, I can't do maybe these revs. I have the capability of putting these revs, but I need this component for reliability. The same way, if you can look with another lens, you say, I'm not producing enough power, but if I have this component, I can produce more power. It's the same. You can be talking about the same thing, but with a different angle.
Yes, I agree. And the latter case, which is I have this component that can help me make more power. That should fall, or you should only be allowed to do that under the ADUO when you meet that criteria.
Yeah.
Where it's not a reliability issue. Yes, we've seen.
But how will you know it's a reliability issue? Why?
I can give you an example. In the ground effect era, those engines were homologated. And remember, Ferrari were having issues with their turbos. Their turbos kept on blowing up. And I remember a spectacular failure in Baku. Charles. I think Charles? I think it was Charles, yes. Spectacular failure.
I only remember the Sainz one fire in
Austria. Yes. So Ferrari was still able to fix the issues that they had with the turbo. But they did this under the banner of we are fixing its reliability.
They are fixing.
Alpine could not get the 30 horsepower, the deficit that they had, because that was not because of reliability issues. It's because they had a reliable engine, but it was just not
producing the power.
Yes. Which is now what the ADUO caters for. So if, let's say, Honda have this engine is reliable, then they can actually say, hey, but we are underpowered. Then now they can be given that additional development opportunity to either upgrades or upgrades to solve whatever issue that's making them make less power. But if the power unit is unreliable by itself, I think they can fix that. But we've seen teams saying we are fixing reliability issues, but the side effect is we are making more power.
I know. So honorable mentions in the middle ground, like one honorable mention.
My dark horse,
Alpine.
Yeah. Yeah.
What from the Bahrain test? Because the last time we did, they had not done the Bahrain test. No.
Sorry, which one?
The last pod we did.
No, that was immediately after Barcelona.
After Barcelona, and you said Alpine were your dark horse.
Yeah.
Do you still stand by it?
Yes, I do. 10 toes. But I'm not so convinced about Colapinto. Yeah. So Alpine, they also have that rocket power unit. That rocket ship power unit, whatever you might call it, in their car. And after the tests, Gasly and Colapinto were sharing like their views around how the test went, according to them as Alpine. And both of them seemed quite happy. But one thing they consistently mentioned, which again makes them seem like they're the guys who will be leading the best of the rest, is as of the end of Bahrain testing, they were P5. Yes, granted, we are not supposed to look at lap times or the timesheets at pre-season testing, but they were convincingly that number 5. And what they said is we are still learning the car and we are still learning the power unit. So it could be either, if you compare them and let's say McLaren, which is the closest other Mercedes customer team that's above them, there's still a significant gap of time. Williams at the bottom, but we know Williams, they are...
I'm very disappointed with Williams.
James. Yeah.
I was...
So Alpine, I think once they get on top of their car, they get on top of that power unit, they'll be in a position to extract more lap time.
Yeah, I was also impressed with Haas, but they're not my honorable mention. Because I like looking at, what is it? Behrman. He seemed very happy with the car. Yeah, and I think they are starting off better than last season. And I think the Toyota, I can somehow feel Toyota in there. But my honorable mention is Audi.
Oh, really?
I know it's not really a new team per se, but I don't know why.
Is it because of the side pods? There's no side pods?
I don't.
Come on, it's okay to admit.
It's more like of a gut feeling that they had very solid runs. They did not have like it's a new power unit. They did not have issues. With power unit and reliability. So like I was very surprised that, and considering they were among the first people to finish the designing and building the car. I'm surprised because I was expecting a catastrophe. Whatever Aston Martin is going through, that is what I expected with Audi. So,
I'll
kudos to them.
Yeah,
for a new team with new engine.
But you see, Audi as an outfit, they've built performance engines before.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they've dominated the LMP1 cars. I don't know for how many years. So they already have this experience. And I don't know if you remember when there was this chat about Audi wanting to join the grid. They were even proposing to introduce the front wheels, to introduce some elements in the front wheels to actually help regenerate power back. Now, this if other teams were to this would be a significant advantage that Audi.
Because Audi are very familiar with four-wheel drive.
Yes, yeah. So other teams shut it down because they knew these guys, they have the capability. So I am not surprised to see Audi.
You're not surprised?
I am not at all. Okay. Plus also they inherited or they bought a team that was already functioning.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And they have Hülkenberg, who's a really good driver. They have Bottiletto, who's also a really good driver. So I am not surprised that they Binotto, I have nothing against Binotto. Okay. Apart from he used to be Schrodinger's, I won't even say what I want to say. Yeah. But I am not surprised to see where Audi is at the moment. But I again, and I'm sorry for taking you back to the turbo talk, there are rumors that they have the largest turbo. Yes. So again, double-edged sword. They could have the worst stats depending on particular tracks, but also on power-hungry or power-sensitive tracks, they could be making the most amount of power. So,
yeah, kudos to them. Like when you are at the bottom of when you are not fighting for like a championship, you design a car that will perform maybe in some specific track, like what Ferrari does.
Yeah.
So. We're about to wrap it off, but we want to look at Melbourne, where we have the is it called SM? Street mode zones have been announced. We'll put it on the screen here. But it is the same as the former DRS zone. The only thing we can see, the later DRS zone has been extended. It's much longer. And now from turn...
Yeah, after the two chicanes. After turn 1, turn 2.
From 3, turn 5 to 6.
5, yeah.
5 to 6 is a straight mode.
The straight mode, yeah.
So actually the first thing that came to my mind, somebody I saw asking is that, do cars get to 290 kilometers an hour for the straight mode to become effective? Because for straight mode, effectiveness yake start from 290 because the defending car can use the former overtake mode. What was it? What is it called now?
Boost.
Yeah, boost. But can only take them to up to 290. Yeah. So I don't know if cars get there to 90 kilometers an hour.
Yes, but I'm not seeing any overtaking happening there. Unless the driver who's defending or the driver who's being chased, they are out of energy.
Out of energy. Yeah. Maybe they have been defending.
Defending from the start-finish straight.
Yeah.
Then the second straight mode zone. Maybe they're defending there. But you see the other, those two chicanes there, those opportunities to recover energy.
Yeah.
So
opportunity to recover energy.
So those drivers could be now coming into that third straight mode zone. They could be having enough energy to defend.
Maybe the defending driver will have to choose whether to defend there because the other second DRS zone is not that far.
Yeah.
So if you
the second
the third sorry
it's the fourth. The fourth straight mode.
There's another straight mode here.
Yeah.
This is straight mode. They're everywhere. It's going to be funny, but to see how they are going to manage all this. Because when you're defending, you have to... Because, you are limited to how much battery you can use beyond a certain speed. And if you use a lot of energy defending, and it happens that you don't harvest enough And then there's this 1, 2, 3. Okay, in total there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the significant one are the start finishing straight, and the curvy ones, the ones with the lines on the nini.
Yeah.
Those are the two areas where overtake is likely to happen. So I was saying, if the defending driver spends his energy in between the first DRS zone and the other one, one.
That back straight,
Yeah. And you not have enough energy, you're going to be a sitting duck there.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether it's going to give you the driver the driver who has been overtaken an opportunity now to build up his nini. I don't know. That's what I'm waiting to see, because
I think if you're a driver who gets overtaken down the start finish street, that driver can use the next sequence of corners to, again, this is if they were defending and they still got past. They can use the next sequence of corners to recharge their energy. And now when they get to that long back straight, they can actually try and mount a challenge.
So you could be seeing a switch of position in a single lap. Is it possible? Because that would be my wish. You haven't seen that in Australia.
Yes, we haven't. Again, the overtaking opportunities will vary from track to track.
Speaking about like Melbourne.
Yeah. So tracks where there are heavy braking zones, like Melbourne, especially that sector 1 sector 1, those mini corners, those opportunities to actually recharge your energy. But you see also, before you get to those braking zones, those are also other straight line mode zones behind. So again, you have to be strategic. Do I deploy my energy here so that I can get an overtake, recharge, then defend? Or do I just sit back, recharge, then when I get to that long, that back street, deploy my 4 megajoules, try to take that position. As in, it's...
Because I see those two chicanes, there's no need of deploying.
Yeah.
Until, like, you should at least try to save for the back straight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because on that back straight, if you don't have any energy, you're a sitting duck.
So the other thing I wanted us to talk about is like in terms of strategies, we are aware there's undercut and overcut. Like, how do you approach it? Because what you are aware of, let's say a driver there's a cab in front of you, and you want to pit before it. So the thing is, you pit, and then you do a mega outlap. How does it work?
I think it's going to be crazy because previously, you could see drivers during their in lap. They were really quick.
Oh, so you give the space, you do a mega in lap.
Yes. So you first of all, you make sure that you have clean air. Then when you're doing your in lap, you are deploying more energy. Okay.
Yeah.
But now in this case, we are seeing because of the 50-50 split, if you deploy more energy, there's a penalty to pay.
So we are ideally you should deplete your energy when you're coming off the last corner, going to the pit.
But you see, if you deplete all your energy coming into the pit, into the pits, and here are we talking about an undercut? We're talking about an undercut or an overcut.
Okay, let's try to combine them, whereby you need to do a very fast lap, then you enter into the pits, and then you still do another fast lap, or at least 2 consecutive fast laps.
You can't do fast. You can't. Okay, if you deplete all your energy during your in lap, you can't do a fast out lap. Because you'll be spending more time trying to recover energy.
You'll need to top up the battery.
Yes. And again, it's a give and take. If you try go faster, it means you'll try to carry more speeds around the corner. Maybe do less braking, which means you're not recharging more. So I don't see the energy bit coming into play when someone is trying to do an overcut or an undercut.
So like an overcut and undercut could be like very hard to execute.
I think it's still going to be the tire advantage, but I don't see energy management coming into it.
Okay.
Because you might say, let me deploy all my energy for my in lap. And then you become a sitting duck during the out lap.
Okay.
Yeah. So energy management, I think that will be a constant unless it's being used to defend and attack. People are going to manage the energy that they have. Then they're just not going to be deploying the way they want. Again, this is just thinking about the racing dynamics, how it's going to be.
I have a question for you. We have one rookie. Do you think?
Hey, Alonso.
Do you think it's easier for the British guy, for a new driver to adapt to the regulation better than Alonso or Hamilton?
Yeah, especially with this set of regulations where.
So let me put Hajar there and Bortoleto there, and also Nani. Not technically a rookie, but new people to F1.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think F1, the racing dynamics itself, I think it's been more gamified, if I can put it that way. Because if you look at for example, like the F1 games, the same strategy that people use to deploy energy, they're kind of similar to what we might actually see. I know we haven't seen racing happen yet, but the levels at which people deploy and recharge their energy in F1 games, we might actually see a replica of that.
So we know Bortoleto and
guys,
Max, they do a lot of sim racing.
So the younger guys, because again there's muscle memory. I like the analogy that you use. It's like teaching your mother or your grandmother to use. Again, we are not shaming the older guys on the grid, but we cannot neglect the fact that these young folks, their brain has the capacity to absorb more, or to learn more
Quicker.
Yes.
Yeah. In a short period, yani.
Yes. So they might have that advantage over the other drivers. What do you think?
Yeah, I tend to believe so. When people are discussing about whether Hajar comparing to Max, how he's going to fare, other than now, Akina Helmut Marko and the other guys have been, they have gone. So people are saying that there will be like complete fairness, and like what Checo was saying. If you remember what Checo said.
What did Checo say?
If he wins, is a problem. If he's ahead of Max, is a problem. If he's behind Max, it's also a problem. But anyway,
Checo is butthurt.
Anyway, so
I like Checo, but he's
so like with like change of that, fans believe that it will be a fair shot. So people like Hajar will have a fair shot at Max, and also him being younger, he'll be able to adapt fast. So it's something we'll have to wait and see.
But how you see, this is the unfortunate thing with that second Red Bull seat, and this is why I'm calling Checo out on his bluff.
Okay.
Yeah. You might have a fair shot, but the person who you are racing against, your teammate, they're just on another level. They operate on another level.
Yeah, I agree with it. I agree.
So when you come short, us from outside as fans, personally, I know. Yes, there might some things that develop over time, which again swings the team towards Max, because he's the guy who's bringing the points home.
Exactly.
But if you're talking about everyone level pegging, if the car is the same, which is it's always the same, it's just the setup that drivers tune to their liking. Max will always come on top.
Yeah, if Checo was leading the championship, I believe he would have gotten the same favor. Like if he was the one who was bringing result, he would have gotten the same favor. Because for Red Bull, we have a clear number one and a clear number two.
Yes, but you see for Checo, Checo when he came to the European tracks, he was suffering. So again, you can't say fair short. And again, this is not just Checo 23 and 24.
Yeah.
We're talking about Checo even before he joined Red Bull. When he came to the European tracks, Checo was having a difficult time.
He has an opportunity now with Bottas, two number two drivers. Let's see who is going to. And I think that is it. Unless there's something.
I know nothing else from my side. Just looking forward to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I think there are more unknowns that we might get answers to after that first weekend.
Yeah.
I will not be looking at FP1, FP2. I'd be looking at Q3 specifically.
Yes. Q3.
Yeah.
That's when you will see that Mercedes.
Yeah.
And during that dominant era of Mercedes, they had that party mode.
Yeah. I heard about the party mode.
Yeah. Kwanza Q3, the second run. That's all we have for today, folks.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace.